record. And it recorded because I signed in this time. So thanks for coming to our team meeting. I'm all excited. So pretty much we're just going to go over the videos that Micah posted. Did you all watch the video? Did you get a chance to watch the videos? I'm talking about the one with Joel, one of the trainers from Core de Force.
I started that one, but I didn't get it finished.
You didn't finish it, so you got to put that on your list of things to watch. He just talks about the program, and it's completely different than I thought it would be. I kind of made assumptions about the program based on the sneak peek that I did, but it's a lot different than you'd think, and it changed my game plan for how I'm going to talk about the program and the conversations that I'm going to be able to have about it. So watch that video because you're going to learn a lot. You're going to take some notes. It's really good, and you know, he's a nice guy. So
I like that he said you can eat more.
Yeah, he's like, you can eat more. And this program won't have the containers unless you buy the deluxe kit. So I liked Micah's idea in her last video she posted. She said, I'm going to get the deluxe kit and then I'm going to give the containers away in my group. And that's probably what I'll do. Because I like it where it might not be for people that don't like the containers, because I was measuring my food before I joined Beachbody with just cups, teaspoons, that type of thing, and weighing everything. But for people that like the containers, that's an option too, that they can get the deluxe kit. So watch that. I think it was with Mindy.
Melanie
Mitro. She's the top coach for Beachbody, and then Joel's on there. Also, did you guys get to watch the video about the free groups in Team Inspiration?
Yeah.
Did you get to watch it, Jenny? Were you at work today?
Yeah. I was at work all day today.
Yeah, so you didn't get to watch it. It was really good. It was really, really good. Like, I've been coaching for a year, and I took notes. Like, I learned a ton because I've done free groups before, but not like this. This is just brilliant, pretty much. And it gives you something to invite to and to kind of, as you're adding to your network, sometimes it's awkward to like make that first move and message somebody. And I don't know. I don't want my first message to someone to be like, hey, do you want to join my challenge group? So, and I don't want to do like a bunch of weird, awkward small talk. So this free groups are the way to get in. And so I made a list of just things I'm passionate about. And I'll just have like 3 different types of free groups that I'm going to do, and I'll just rotate through them. I was going to do maybe a financial freedom group, maybe like love your spouse group, instead of, just posting about things you like about your spouse on Facebook, like show your spouse how you love them. Maybe I was thinking of maybe like a service group, like doing like a 3-day active service group where we it's more uplifting and I can post some scriptures and but just taking advantage of just like offering yourself. Like, you're teaching this class right now, you could totally do that live on Facebook, and that would get a ton of views and help a lot of people. So that type of thing, adding value. Also, Micah did a video about the launch, and we're going to talk a lot about that. The Core de Force launch, you need to do the program, even if you don't want to. I don't ever want to do the new programs, because I have something that works, and it's familiar, and I know what size weights I use, and I know how long it is, and I know what parts suck, and
you totally speak my language right now.
but it's just, I did so well after doing Country Heat. It got me out of a slump too, with my health. I got to my all-time low. I mean, I gained some back, but I got to my all-time low doing Country Heat. I lost like 2 inches in my waist. I didn't do any crunches. I was just like dancing. So we need to do the program. We need to be all in on the program. We need to follow it, as people are watching you and they're going to want to see like if it works or if you stuck to it. So if you have a transformation that's really good with that program, then you can share that. So Micah's going to be doing, so pretty much if you're 5-star and above, you go with the 5-star and above person. So all of you guys on my team, we're going to be on Micah's coach challenge group for Core de Force. So pretty much they're starting November 1st is going to be the prep week, and then the challenge starts November 7th, which works out perfectly for what we had planned, because we were going to start the prep like 3 or 4 days is what we had said for our paid challenge group on the 7th. and then it starts like the next few days or whatever. Does that make sense? Micah even talked about
so the group with coaches, that's just coaches, right?
That's just coaches, and I think that it's also kind of a way to know how to talk about it a little bit and to like just keep everyone really accountable. She's going to have prizes because you want to take advantage of a launch. It's a really, really, really big deal because they put a ton of money into it, and you can't even buy these programs on just Beachbody.com. You can only get it through a coach for the first month. So you don't want to start the program the month after. You want to start it right away. So.
And you can buy it
is
like
it just
on
my
your
end
Beachbody
that
on
keeps
demand,
breaking
right?
up, or is it you guys?
Am I breaking up?
I don't think so. Not for me.
Maybe it's just me.
Oh, what was your question, Lisette?
Oh, if like it's launching on October 31st, right? So we can access it from our Beachbody on demand, or do we have to like
once you order it, you'll have it within a few hours usually. The longest I've ever heard someone was 24 hours after they bought it, they were able to get it on Beachbody on demand, but usually it's a few hours after you can do it. There's also going to be another sneak peek November 24th. Yeah, and
October.
You need oh yeah, duh.
Yeah, October
20th.
So this next Monday.
Yes.
Thanksgiving, Black
Right?
Friday.
Right? Yeah, that'd be the worst sneak peek ever. Good thing I'm not in corporate. But no, take advantage of the sneak peeks. Take advantage of like even emails you get about it. Like when you get your package, opening it. I loved Lisette's video of her opening her challenge pack live. That was brilliant. I was like, have I never thought of that before? It was just so brilliant. And then I liked your video, Jenny, with you doing just talking about the portion containers because people don't realize what we eat. And then Rachel, your video of you and Doug doing the sneak peek. That looks like professional. It was like black and white, and you looked like a boss. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
All their videos look so
like...
good. And it even had words on it. I was like, wow. So videos are like, even though they might feel uncomfortable, like people want to see you. They follow you because they want to see you. So take advantage of those. So let's see. So there was a video about free groups. You have to watch that if you haven't. And then the thing that I wanted to add to it was just make a list of things you're passionate about. Like Rachel, you could even do like a hair, like 5 days of hair or something where you like challenge people to like do their hair or to try a different hairdo or like just giving advice. Like you just never know. Just whatever you're passionate about. And she even said in the video, like, make it like set your expectations, and then people, if they don't meet them in the very beginning by a certain day, kick them out. And I like that because a lot of times I'll do free groups, and I've had already free groups with 85 people in them, and there's only 4 people actually participating, and it's just the worst feeling in the world. And so I would kick them out, and I'd rather just have those 4 people that are actually participating. And then I think that if you did kick them out, then they'd message you and be like, what happened? Because if they think that they're always going to have access to it, then what's the point of them doing it? But so just set the expectations, but you have to watch that video. It was so, so good. I think I'm actually going to watch it again. I took notes, but it was just really, really good with different ideas. And so with Micah's game plan was you need to start a free group, start promoting it this week, and then you start it like Monday, some sort of free group. Jenny, with you going out of town, I understand like if this isn't all going to happen, like just do what you can. Like I wouldn't.
Well, if Jenny did Micah's suggestion, which is to focus on Beachbody on demand, her being out of town would be a perfect way to show people that
yeah, you could show like that you're doing it on vacation or you're doing it from your laptop. You can also post like, I'm working while, on vacation, or I'm, that type of thing. Like, I don't know, like when I was at my family reunions, I was like, I can pick my own schedule. So just kind of do what you can, but you can still fit it in with your life. That's the beauty of it. So let me think what else did I write down. So watch the Joel video. Watch the video about the free groups. That one's huge, and you need to start promoting that. And then watch Micah's video about the launch, because she even just says really awesome ideas about what she's going to talk about with the launch. Because sometimes I think I don't know, you kind of like, what do I say about it? What else do I say about it? But I'm going to be going live about it probably a few times, because those get a ton of views. But I was going to do a coaching opportunity event on Thursday, but I think that might be overkill between the free group, and then Mike even talked about creating an event for the launch of Core to Force. That way you can just like post a ton of stuff in there, and you can say, hey, are you interested in this new program coming out? Because I have an event for it where I'm going to be posting more information. Do you want me to? And you can send out invites for that. Does that make sense? So it's not a group you're adding someone to, because that's like the most obnoxious thing about Facebook, is that you can get added to groups without your consent. This is an event where people say they're going to go or they're not going to go, and then if they say they're not going to go, that's the end of it. So you can create an event about the launch and post in there, go live in there, get them excited about it. And then it kind of also keeps track for you of people that are interested in it, because they're just in that group. And then you can say, you know, I'm looking for such and such amount of people that you're going to be doing for the group. I'm going to roll over our Fall into Fitness group. So if you have like random stragglers that, you know, are doing Country Heat or want to start a 21-day fix, don't want to do Core to Force, just add them to that, and you can tag them in the prep posts. We might even want to do another prep week and just reuse them, but repost them. Does that make sense? Just to kind of reset people. But let me see. I have all these notes.
So the Core to Force group in November, they have to do Core to Force, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So what were you meaning about the people doing other programs?
So like your challenge group, Rachel, goes till like Thanksgiving, right?
Right.
So I'm thinking mine's probably going to too, but you can still add people to those. Okay. Oh my gosh, like having your husband walk behind you, Amber, I was like, ugh.
That was me too with your husband.
Really?
Was like,
okay. Well, I was like, where's Jeff's shirt? Like, why did he take his shirt off? But it was just a different color. I was like, I like looked, that totally freaked me out. Anyway. I was telling Lisette in the beginning before everyone got on, if you don't have a YouTube account, you need to get one. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to have it, like my account's public, but you have different options for your videos. There's public, where anyone can just find it. There's where you can only see it with the link, and that's usually what I use for like our team calls. And then there's one where it's like hidden. Nobody can see it. So if you can create different videos and send it to people. People want to see you on the video. So I love that Micah has those links for all the different programs, but I don't know, like I've had a lot of success where if I talk to people about the challenge group and I invite them, and then they always say, well, what does it entail? Like, what is it? Like, it's really annoying to have to type everything out. They can't hear your voice. They might not quite understand. And so I started making videos for each of my challenge groups to explain what it even is. I talk about Shakeology, I talk about the containers, I talk about just like what it means to be in a challenge group, and about the app, and it's all in a video. I try to keep it under a certain amount of time, and then I just send them the link to the video. And then it's you talking, and usually they can see my kids in it, and I'm like, handing crackers, and that way they see you, because they follow you. They want to be involved with you. And so I think it's also a little bit more of a conversation and your testimony of it, instead of just, here's a link of somebody working out. Here's here's a video of the DVDs that you're going to do. I think explaining what it really is makes a big difference. And then once you make the video, it's done. And then you can just send them the link over and over and over again to different people. And that way, I was saying to Lisa earlier that, like, if I was at Sam's Club today and someone asked me about it, and I sent them the link, like, right away, because I knew they were looking at their messenger right then. Mm-hmm. So I'm usually pretty good about, like, I have business hours, but if I've, like, specifically invited people, I'll respond to certain people right away, and then all I have to do is send them that link. and then just say, do you have a minute to watch this? It's this many minutes. It's just a video I made to explain it better, that type of thing. And then usually they're like, oh yeah, sure. And then they watch it, and then usually they respond right away.
Will you
And
give
then,
us the link so we can watch your video?
yeah. Now I'm like, shoot, does it suck? It's worked. I mean, it's worked for me. So that's something that you can do for Court of Force too.
I just posted like last week, I think, about Shakeology, just like updating people what has been doing for me. So, and then like a day after, there's this girl that she was asking me what Shakeology is, and so I sent her that link. I was like, this is useful.
Right?
I don't
Yeah.
have to.
Well,
I
and
don't have
that's
to repeat it again. You know,
right. Like it's about duplicating. It's about being intentional. I'm going to reuse the same free groups after I get I'll probably do about 3 of them. I'm like trying to scratch my face and there's a thing in the way. I'll probably have 3 different topics that I do and kind of tweak along the way, but you can just reuse them. If you're adding to your network, it's going to be different people or someone. I get this all the time. Like I've taught like millions of cake decorating classes, and every single time I get like 20 people that are like, oh, I missed it. I really wanted to go. Can you do it again? I'm like, that's why I did it, so that I don't have to keep doing it. But the same thing with free groups. You can say, well, if you can't get on this time, then I'll just, I'll do it again in a few months, and hopefully you can jump in that time, so that it's not, you think everyone sees your stuff. No one sees your stuff. So, you could post the same thing like 3 times a day and like nobody would see your stuff. So just assume nobody is seeing your stuff and you don't have to feel like you're overkilling it. So make a video explaining the challenge group. If you guys wanted to post your videos in the team page, that would be fun. Or if you wanted to send it to me and let me watch it, I could give you some feedback. Or you could do the new Coach Success Pod. You could send it in there and we could watch it and just give feedback and stuff. But pretty much like I always do my best when I don't. It's kind of like when you go to bear your testimony. If you like have it, okay, I'm going to talk about prophet. I'm going to talk about the Book of Mormon. I'm going to talk about temples. No. You got to go up there and just like let the Spirit guide you. Same thing with your videos. Like, I mean, look nice, but just be yourself. Have energy, be excited, just like you would be talking to somebody that you really want to be in your challenge group. So just have fun with it. Act like you're talking to a friend, but don't overthink it. I watched my video. I a lot of times don't rewatch my videos. I feel like I'll just rip it apart and think, oh, well, I should have said this, or I made a weird face, or like I like touched my nose funny, or I was playing with my hair, or I said like 50 times. It doesn't matter. Like this is who you are, and I think the more live it feels and just real, the better it is. So just don't overthink it. But so you have some homework assignments. So okay, coaching event. Who like would want me to do some sort of coaching event on this Thursday? I'm thinking no, because there's a lot going on.
God, yeah.
Right? So I was thinking I might even there were some other coaches on our team that, and I've been thinking about doing this for a while, they just went live on their Facebook page and just said kind of like this is just a spur of the moment Q&A. What do you want to know about coaching? Or like chat session type thing. And so I was thinking about like Brielle Bearzall, or like maybe have like one little announcement, Bearzall in a non creepy way. I need a new title. That sounds horrible. Or maybe that's what people want. But just have,
getting
right? Yeah, it's people would be like, "What?" Well, and I'm known for putting my foot in my mouth, so it would work for me. But just going live and just talking about it. My only thing is like if like nobody gets on, then it's just like. And there's also a delay for Facebook Live, so you're like it's a little awkward. So. I don't know. So that's just an idea that you guys could do, but I'm more focusing on definitely like the free group, the launch event, so that I can be adding people to that and giving them information, and just inviting to learn more about it.
for how long are you having the event open? Like it's that.
I'll have it open till we're going to start the challenge group. So.
When are you going to start yours?
What?
When are you going to start your event?
I'm going to start my event. I'm going to start it after my free group ends. So I'm going to start my free group on Monday. It's going to be 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might have it open like 6 days to have like Monday be like the prep day. And then I'm going to do probably a sugar-free, like a sugar detox day. Instead of like clean eating, just focus on sugar.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the event. But I'm thinking that we should do separate events for Core de Force.
Yeah,
this should be like you. This should be your people. They want to see you talking about it. I mean, we can give each other ideas for stuff we're doing, but I think it'd be weird to invite people. It's like when they have sneak peek events and you are having your friends watch videos of other coaches. Like they seem so distant and not real to them, but like, when you guys find out, this is actually working for you, it makes more of a difference. And I think the same thing with Core de Force. So they want to hear from you. If you wanted to like team up with someone on the team, but I think that if we have like 6 coaches adding people for this Core de Force event, I think it's going to get huge and it's going to get sticky. And I'm going to forget if I invited someone or if somebody else invited someone. So it'll just help you, because that'll be a list then that you get to work from and follow up with people.
Yeah, and
so,
Micah, she posted a link where we can find like stories or like
right,
videos and stuff.
It's in the Google Drive.
Right, in the Google Drive, because they had a test group, and I used Ashley Smith's before and afters from Country Heat, because I didn't have any of my own yet. So yeah, take advantage of that. I mean, she's like laid it out for us. All we have to do is like duplicate. It's really not hard. So as long as we plan everything out and you just have a plan and follow through, you'll be fine.
So you'll have the event after the free group?
After my free group, yeah. And you all are in charge of your own free groups. You're all in charge of your own. Yeah. It can be 3 days. It can be 5 days. It can be 7 days. It's whatever you feel comfortable doing. You can do a free crock pot group where you post a different recipe. I mean, there's just
an
tons
idea
of
that
stuff.
I thought about doing. It's called pumpkins and planks.
Ooh.
And so you do like you work every day doing like plank holds, and then you also like share healthy recipes incorporating pumpkin. That's
cute, and that has a lot of interaction instead of it being like just the coach posting.
Yeah,
I like that.
So I might do that one.
That's
I like the
cute.
Beachbody on Demand one. I do.
I do too.
I'm going to do. I don't want people about that, so I think that's what I'll do.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea. Well, and then they have it for a month.
Right.
So it adds a lot of value. They have Beachbody on Demand for a full month then.
Right. Because they have to sign a club member though to get the event, right?
Well, they could do the free trial. They just need us to create a login and password and do the free trial. Or they could actually get Beachbody on Demand. It's $40 billed quarterly. So I would just give them both options. Say you can, do this free trial, or you can sign up for it. Does that make sense?
Well, because they can create a free team, make me their coach for free, and there's nothing associated with that.
Right.
They have to select the club trial.
Right.
To get the free on demand.
Right. So I'm trying to think of what else. So yeah, definitely check out the Google Drive, those 3 videos, the Joel video where he talks about the program, because it's way different than I thought it would be. The video about free groups, that was golden. And then also Micah's video she just posted, it's about 20 minutes long, about the launch. And all the information's in the Google Drive. So a lot of this is going to be you guys doing your own legwork, but I know you can all do it. I'm not worried at all. And then we will all get invited to Micah's group. I'm sure she'll post somewhere like leave your email, and then her assistant will just invite us with her email. So we'll have a coach can challenge group. We'll have our own people pay to be in our Core to Force group, and then I'm going to leave the Fall into Fitness open, and we'll just keep adding people to that want to do different programs. Does that make sense?
So for the Core to Force group, are you wanting to do that as a combined group or have people do that individually as well?
It depends on how many people we have. I combined with Erin for the Country Heat group, and I think we had 12 in that one. And that was a really nice sized group. So it really just depends on how many people you're expecting to do Core to Force. I mean, I'm hoping I get 5 to 10 on my own to do Core to Force with me.
Right.
So, yeah. Especially because we're not starting it for 2 weeks after the launch, and they're going to be watching for a few weeks, especially if we have that event group, if we do the free group. So if you do all these things, it's a lot of hustle right now, a lot of posting, a lot of planning and getting things worked out. But if you do these things, November is going to be cake, because otherwise November sucks.
Yeah.
I was there last year. October and November were okay, but like the end of November then to the beginning of December is hard because people don't want to think about it. So even though it's, a couple weeks till the end of the year. So you can start posting about like how much weight people could lose by the end of the year. You could talk, there's tons and tons of ideas about what to focus on, but be intentional, plan out your posts, plan out your events, what you're going to do, when you're going to start what you're going to post, and just be yourselves and share what you're doing in our Success Pod Messenger. Also, don't forget about the training. I know that's like holy crap, all this stuff. Just one thing at a time. Make a list. I'm a list girl. And you can do a 3-day group. If if you're like, this is too much, maybe do a 3-day or just like a weekend accountability group, or like where you don't mess up over the weekend, if that's like where you're struggling. Does that make sense? So just like look at something that you need to work on or that you're passionate about and just make it part of your life, and then it'll be easy to post about it for an event, for a free group. So and I think the free groups, I like events better because I just don't like adding people to groups, because there's that whole stigma of being added without permission. So I like events because you can send the invite, and then it's also easier if you make it public for people to add people. So watch those videos I talked about. And then as far as a coaching opportunity event, unless you want to host your own, I'm thinking we just need to put that off on the back burner. But think about just going live and talking about it, or talking to your current challengers just about how they're doing, follow up with them. And also don't forget about our little challenge in our challenge group. I don't know if you're doing yours, Rachel, right this week, but we started ours today, where you can get like the 4 points. So
on our own, like just in a random post, or is it at the bottom of the post you posted today?
Huh?
When you for today in the challenge group, do you want us to post that on the same post you put up today, or are we just supposed to randomly post, I got 4 points or something?
I think that the coach that posts that day should have an accountability. Like after I'm done here, I think I'm going to go on and say day one check-in, and then I'll just say I have 4 points. List your points below.
On that one.
Yeah, because it wasn't until like later when I was out and about doing my errands, I was like, I think we should have a check-in every day to kind of see where we're at. So it's not like just at the end, just randomly posting how many points you have. So, well, and then it'll be easier for people to go back and be like, oh. So, yeah, I'll do that. And then whoever's posting the rest of this week, just have your morning post where you do the theme, and then do another post where you do the accountability. So, and you can, I don't know if you want to like pin the accountability one instead, but I guess yeah, I guess it's just up to you, whichever one you think would be best. So I can't think of anything else. Yeah.
If I was going to do the Beachbody On Demand free group, don't you think having an actual group would be better? Because in order for them to get in the group, they'd have to like sign up for the link to get the free trial under you? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like if you just created an event and they said yes, how do you know that they're really?
Yeah.
I guess it's just like a call to action type step.
Yeah. I can see what you mean, where if you want them to sign up with you as their free coach, then you add them to the group. So I can see where, yeah. What I am planning on doing is I do a welcome video, lay out what the requirements are, and I'm just going to say if you're not willing to do this, then you can remove yourself from the event, or just, say you're not going to attend. And then if people don't add me as, their free coach, or they don't give me their email, or if, they're not participating, I'm going to just delete them.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that way they have to do their call to action. And she said in the video that usually people message her, what happened? Like, they'll usually send her a message, and then she's like, well, I thought you didn't want to do it because you weren't doing it, or you didn't do what I said you were supposed to do. And then, oh, I'm so sorry. And then you can say, do you want back in? Here's my link. It's free.
She also mentioned like a little prize, so like they're more
right. And that's, man, you guys
to post.
Yeah, like get some like Shakeology packets, or those are a little more expensive. Like you can get like Energize or Hydrate, or you can get like anything, or something not Beachbody related, like a
gift card. Yeah.
A gift card, or so I would have like a bigger prize, and then maybe like incentives for like signing up, like thank you for participating, which pretty much is if you actually make me your free coach, then I would give them a participating prize type of thing. Or like if they post their before pictures, or then I would give them a prize. So like not necessarily based on if they do it, but just other successes. Does that make sense? So having you as a free coach, or like posting their before pictures, because I've had tons of free events where people just don't participate. So I liked her ideas with like, there needs to be some accountability. You have value, and they're not going to get anything out of the group if they don't do what you're asking them to do. So it was a really good video. I'm going to watch it again because it was just really good. I got a lot of ideas. So, and even stuff that we can use in our challenge groups too, not just free groups. So yeah, so we'll probably have like 3 challenge groups in November, because we'll have our like Fall into Fitness, the Core de Force coach, and then the Core de Force group. Usually 2 is my max, but it's okay.
Free group.
And probably another free group. But I'll probably do more like a 3-day event where it's more of like a webinar or something. Like
surviving through the holidays.
I know, right? Yeah. So just like simplifying, or like gift ideas, or I don't know.
Well, I like what Micah said, that she's gonna cheat on
Thanksgiving. Darn tootin'.
Christmas.
I am putting bacon in my green beans.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm totally cheating too.
I think that's pretty good.
Right? Yeah. Well, because I have my sister coming too, and she's like, man, she cooks some like crazy stuff. Like she has ingredients that I'm like, I don't even know what that is. So it's not healthy, but it's exotic. So does anyone have any other questions? Watch those videos. They're so good. And then try to do the training too. I'm sorry. I'm like, don't get overwhelmed, except do all this stuff. So, yeah.
We can make it through anything, right?
Okay, I guess let's summarizing everything that we have talked. So free group, optional,
right.
Free next week, and then the following week,
a Core de Force launch group.
A Core de Force launch group, and then the following week
and we'll start with the coach challenge group.
Okay.
So, and that'll be interesting for us to see, because really, Micah, have any of you been in any of Micah's challenge groups?
I haven't.
I did the summer group one.
You did the summer group one. It's very active, but there's not a lot of interaction between people, and it's very busy. But it's mostly like, here's my shake, here's my workout. Here's my shake, here's my workout. Here's my shake, here's my workout. And people don't, like Micah doesn't ever do posts that are, she'll do the prep week stuff, but she doesn't do like Tip Tuesday, or she doesn't do like, what's your plan for the weekend, or what are you struggling with, or like she doesn't act like a coach. And part of the reason she does that is because she wants people to see that anybody can do this, anyone can host a challenge group, and you can still have success, and people can still have success in their journeys. I don't know, I just want to add a lot more value. And I know with someone who was obese, that's not enough for me. I needed a support. I needed somewhere safe to go to talk about things that people don't want to talk about. And like the struggles and like the wins and like non-scale victories. Like today I was walking out of Sam's Club, and I like the air like blew, the wind blew, and it like blew between my legs, like through my legs, like my thighs. And I was like, what? Because like my legs have touched like right above my knee for like ever. And like it totally surprised me that like they don't touch all the time when I'm walking and stuff. Like that's new for me, and that's something I can talk about in the challenge group. But like I don't think I could randomly be like, hey guys, guess what? In her challenge group. So it's stuff like that where I want it to be like a safe place, and I want people to be like talking about things, and I want it to be a community, whereas hers is more of like, I mean, she had like a full ride volleyball scholarship, and she was like on the gymnastics Olympic team for a while, like training for the Olympics. Like we have a different target audience. Let's just say that. I'm all like, I had like one s'more instead of two. Yes. So I'm looking forward to seeing kind of like what you guys think, like, and just getting ideas, and for your own challenge groups and for our challenge groups. So did you have any other questions about just the launch or the program or the free groups? Pretty much if you watch the videos, they're pretty self-explanatory.
What's your time frame for the free groups you're saying?
I'm looking at my calendar now.
Like the 24th to the 30th.
Yeah, I think the 24th to the 30th.
Like Monday to Sunday if you're going to do a whole week.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. And I'm just going to plan out all my posts, and I'll probably go live every day in my group or event. Yeah, in my event. Because it is an event.
The Fall to Fitness group is till the end of November, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay.
And I need to make sure it'll tell me if it's going to end, and I'll just change the date to where. And then we'll talk as it gets closer. We'll talk about if we want to do another prep week. And we can even just ask in the group, hey, do you guys want to, start over, try a new program? Like, but that way we don't have to move people over to a whole new group. Because it's annoying. Especially like when you've been coaching for a year. I have 97 Success Club points. That's a lot of people. So, and they come and go, and so I'm not organized, so it's hard for me to keep track of everyone. But this way we can just roll over and do another program without us having to change anything, and we can still add people to it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, they did change in the app that you can, when you create a new group and you go to the invitation, it has anyone that's ever been in any of your challenge groups before now.
Oh, does it?
So that you can just kind of quickly add them if they've ever been in one. Mm-hmm.
Oh. I don't know if they had that last month.
I noticed when I started typing their name, it would show up and I would just click it, but I think it was on the news in the back office.
Oh, okay.
The news things
Okay. Well, I know they had made some changes. And I know you can like save posts and repost things.
Yeah. And okay, so I know I'm in a different group than you guys, but I don't know if you're taking advantage of scheduling your posts, like your daily themed action thing, like Tip Tuesday, Workout Wednesday. So last week I had a bunch of time, and so I cranked out all of those posts and just scheduled them for like every morning at 8 o'clock.
That's impressive.
And then I didn't have to make sure and hop on every morning to post what needed to be done for the day because it's already done.
Nice.
Was that all on your
online
computer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to do it through the portal, and you can get to the portal through your online office.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on there.
It's nice because everyone's on a different time zone.
Well, especially Jenny, when you have to work weird hours and stuff, I tried to give it to you on your day off, but your schedule's so weird. Yeah,
but you can go on and just schedule the date and then it won't post it. You can even mark that it goes pinned to the top.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Oh, this is for the app.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you have to do it through the website, through the portal.
You can do it in the app.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, really, since there's enough of us, we don't have very many posts we actually have to do, but it's more of just getting on and like participating and following up and commenting on people's stuff. And, but man, people haven't been as active in it. So I'm hoping that this mini challenge
I was thinking that
kind of get people going.
the people that I invited into the group this month have actually been pretty active.
I know. I was like, man, they're like rocking it. So yeah,
I told my mom,
yeah.
I'm like, Mom, I don't feel like there's that many like participation happening. She's like, well, I think everyone's doing a great job. Well, how many people are in the group? I'm like, there's 18 people in the group. She's like, oh, yeah, there's only like 6 people that are like commenting on stuff. I'm like, I know.
Well, and sometimes I'll do like a get real video and just say, you guys, this is for you. This isn't for me. This isn't the Brielle show. The more you put into this group, the more you're going to get out of it. Like a lot of people that are being quiet, it's because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right. And I gather that.
Or I'll message them and be like, hey, how's it going? And sometimes you're surprised and they'll be like, fabulous. And you're like, what?
Right.
But just like send them a message. Yeah.
I call her today because I couldn't
every couple
see
days.
and she's like, I've been working out and drinking my Shakeology every day. I'm like, good. I guess that's good news. But, you can share it so other people can also.
Well, and that's why I wanted the coach posts to be like engaging. And so far they are. It's like, this is what I'm doing, post yours. But I don't know, just like no one's doing it. I'm like, even the Shakeology recipe one, usually that has like 1 million comments. It had like 3. Most of them are me with like posting my like favorite recipes. Like,
I think we just have like commenting each other's posts pretty much.
But I'm doing better on my journey now.
I do feel like that is something I'm noticing with the app. I think a lot of people like the app because they can go in, mark that they did it, and get out. And they're not spending as much time just sifting through the posts and stuff, or they'll read it and then just read it out. Or on Facebook, I felt like people, that was their only way of saying I did something, was if they participated.
So I think the other thing with that is like my husband uses the app to do just that, check off that he did his stuff. But I don't think he even realizes that there's a group feed on it.
Right.
I don't know that a lot of people realize that there's like other stuff going on besides just keeping track of your stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. I know that sounds kind of silly, but like in Facebook, it's always constantly going in your feed of like so-and-so posted here and whatever. But on there, I don't know, because you can turn off notifications and stuff in there. So I don't know.
App, it's immediately at log workout or log a Shakeology. I mean, that's just pops up for me. So I guess if I didn't know there was a feed there, I wouldn't look for it.
Yeah. Like I've looked at his app and he has like 300 notifications and he's like, oh, what is that? I'm like, don't worry about it. But
well, and some people, that's all they need, because if you're tracking your Shakeology and your workouts, I mean, or doing the before stuff where it's like you've set up your profile, even that is just really beneficial. But it just depends on what you're wanting. And I really want like a community, but I don't know. I think people.
Well, and here's a confession for me. My love language is words of affirmation. So when I hear cricket on something, like on a post or something, it's like, oh, I must be doing a bad job.
Yeah. Well, and you can even go live and be like, what do you guys want from this? Or do a video like, how's everyone doing? Like, talk to me. This is for you. And you can even send the video link private messages or tag people. You know, you can tag people. You just hit the @ sign. Amber. Did you see me? You can hit the @ symbol, and then it gives you a whole list of all the challengers on there. And then you can do, yeah. So.
I wish that in the app you could do uploading a video. Because you can only upload a video via YouTube.
Yeah, that's way annoying.
Yeah, that's true.
And none of my mom wanted to post, my mom's really cute. So she took a video of herself today doing her favorite move from the 21 Day Fix since the workshop.
Yeah.
And she took a video of herself doing it to share it with everybody and say, like, have a great Monday. And she texted it to me to upload it through YouTube to get it into the challenge group.
That's cute.
Which is fine because it's my mom, but I'm like, gosh, that would have been so nice if, like, challengers would have been able to take a video and share.
And they're more likely to share it on Facebook then, too, when they get good feedback.
Right.
So, yeah. No,
there's a couple of things about the app that
So the app, this is like Beachbody of the future, because I wouldn't be surprised if Facebook starts charging for groups and like is more strict about like what you do business wise on Facebook. That's a lot of money they're missing out on. So I think that Beachbody is just kind of being preemptive about it to have something in place in case something happens, and that way coaches are already used to it, and it's going to get better. It's already better than it used to be, and it's just going to keep getting better. So I mean, it's brand new. It's not very old at all.
Well, and if you go into the App Store and click write a review, I think if we shared the things that we wish were better,
right? Like when I respond to comments, it drives me insane that it doesn't just put it right underneath it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. Like, how hard is that to like write that in? Like, that's a code. Like, Jeff could do that. I know he could do that. So, yeah. No, I mean, there's things that are going to change.
I've been wanting to say this and I forgot. Aren't you all so proud of earning $16.31?
Well, and I feel totally foolish. Like, yeah.
You can win between a pot of $100 or $1 million.
I know. Yeah. Well, and then like I had some people that they only missed it by like they missed like one Shakeology picture, and so then they were like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Well, just so you know,
you only lost $16.
$16. Although I'm totally gonna like go out with mine or something, and like, what can I buy? $16. I can get my eyebrows threaded. I don't know.
Go to the Target section and get section and get dollar stuff.
Well, and I felt really bad because our group, because we prepped it and opened it on a Thursday, like one of my girls didn't get qualified because she counted her week from Thursday to Thursday, not Monday to Sunday.
Oh.
Even though we said it multiple times.
Multiple times. A lot. Yeah.
So anyways, I thought that was funny. I was like, Doug, we won $16.31.
I know, and I
didn't even do it.
When I opened the email and it's like, oh, the Beth challenge, I was like, oh, this is so exciting. I was like, $16.
Yeah, I know, right?
Did you get to do the survey though?
No, I didn't.
There was a survey to say like, would you do this again? It was in an email somewhere, I can't remember, and I really like doing surveys. I know that's really weird.
Yeah.
But so it asks you like, how much do you expect? This was before I found out how much you actually got. And it asks you how much you expect to make from this health challenge. And I said like $100. I think that was pretty fair. And it said, well, if it was less than $100, would you be willing to, do you think you or your challengers would be willing to do this again? I was like, heck no. Now I'm like, oh, I really would not do it again because that is lame.
$16 is laughable. If it was even like
20,
30, or even just 20.
Yes. Yes.
Like $20, that means your challenge pack was $120 instead of $140. And that, like $16, that's 3 Shakeologies.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. It got everybody in the habit of using the app and doing their stuff. So did they create healthier habits by doing it? Yes. But
well, that's what I said to my challengers. I'm like, well, how did you feel? Like, how did you do this challenge versus all the million other challenges I've added you to that you drop out after the 3rd day? And they're like, no, that's true. I'm like, that's what it's all about. So I'm not sure if they can do it again. If people know that it's going to be like $16. So I don't know. It was funny. I'm waiting for my check and I'm waiting for my yoga mat.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that too.
Yeah.
On a personal win. Jenny, thank you the other day. Yeah. Jenny, can you hear me?
There you are.
Okay. I just wanted to say thanks for being real the other day and calling us all out when we were all saying how much we were struggling with like our nutrition and stuff like that. And you were like, whatever, if I can do this, you can do this.
No, it's
because
so
I needed it. It's like the kick
it.
in the pants. I needed that kick in pants. And today is the first day in over a week that I was 100% on my nutrition. And
doesn't
I
it feel amazing? Aw.
Thanks. I'm glad it worked. Because I need it too. I remember when Brielle did the video, like, this is for you, not for me. And I was like, you're right, it is.
I never know what I'm going to say that's like, sometimes I say stuff and people are like, oh, that was like my moment. And I'm like, really? But like, it's true. Well, and Rachel, when she was first a coach, did a clean eating group, a 7-day clean eating group. And I was like in a funk. It was after like the reunion that I had back to back and just traveling with the kids. And we had 6 puke flus in 4 months. It was just like, I couldn't like get on top of stuff. And she did her 7-day cleaning group and I did it. And I was just like, this is my coach. She's new. This is her group. I was like, I'm going to do it. And it was just an awesome accountability. And that's the type of stuff you need to be sharing about being a coach. Like, making money is fun. It's nice. It helps. But like, that's why I do it, is when people say, look at my transformation, or look what I'm able to do, or because I'm not sure if I, would still be living the lifestyle that I'm living if it weren't for coaching,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to think I would, but I don't know, because I've had a few moments where I got out of, not like a funk, but just more of just, everyone struggles. And I got past those because of my coaches and my challengers. So those are the types of things you need to be talking about and sharing. And the more you share about it and sprinkle it in, the more people are going to see it and get curious. But people are just going to be watching you. So just focus on your journey. And now you've got a list of things to work on for the week. Hopefully it's not overwhelming. So Jenny's
well,
like,
I haven't sold a single challenge pack this month, so at least it has something to do. It gives me something to do.
Me too. Yeah, it's kind of, the timing is weird. So yeah,
it's like people are waiting just after the holidays, because a lot of people are interested that I talk to, but they're like either not responding or taking it like, I can do it later, like it's no big deal to do right now.
Yeah.
Well, or like I had a girl today, she's like, I totally want to do the accountability, but I don't want to buy a new program, and I don't want to buy Shakeology because I already drink a smoothie, but I still want to be in your group. It's like those kind of conversations where you're like,
right.
Okay,
and that's why you can say,
you
I'm doing this free group. I'll add you to it.
Yeah. I mean, she has Beachbody workouts.
Okay. Then I'd probably just add her.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I think I added you and you just did a program you had. I was just so stoked to have you in my group.
Me?
Yeah, because I knew you'd do it.
Yeah.
So, yep. I'm like, I'm always excited if anybody wants to join. But yeah, I was like, I just need SC5. Like, usually I'm like 10. Always 10. But this month I'm kind of like, I'm like starting to sweat. Like, okay, 2 more packs. And I just need 2 more packs. So just keep doing your power hour. It'll happen. right when I start to like freak out, stuff starts happening. So, yep, sounds good. What time is it? Oh,
I gotta go to bed.
All right, I'm gonna stop the recording.